So, excuse me, y'all. Excuse me. So, we're about to get it in. It's going down tonight. Y'all don't want to miss it. It's going to be a powerful stream. I don't think Gideon knows who he's going up against. Reverend Charles is a powerful debater. He took on Captain Tazariak. He took on Elder Yara. He took on a few top heavy hitters. And so
peace up.
For some reason it ain't playing my song I wanted, so the hell with it. Let me get on with the show. Okay, everybody, as y'all can see already, we got Pastor Manning taking on General Yohana, who is the real father of Jesus Christ. I just threw that up there, but that's the topic. Is going to be something around there. Joseph or the Holy Spirit. And you already know the position of ISUPK. They take the position of Joseph is the one that put his pecker in Mary and got her pregnant. So that's that on that. We got Naphtali coming up next week to get at the Arm and Raw Squad. She got them suited and booted like monkeys in straitjackets. And Naphtali is about to go in. But tonight is a reminder. Tonight is the reminder. 7 o'clock, Brother Gideon. His first time on the HOK. Toughest environment. He's going to find out that this is the toughest environment. Going up against a veteran, Reverend Charles. Reverend Charles tonight. That should be a goodie. I'm going to see how Gideon handles this. Real crucial. Gideon is representing the Israelite family. Okay? So that's that right there. Let's deal with the title a little bit. Just a little bit. Not to keep going and beating a dead horse, but just a little bit. Why they keep doing this? Fake advocates running around YouTube pretending to be. Why are they keep doing this? Fake advocates running around YouTube pretending to be. To be what? To be the voice of the youth, the voice of the children, the children's advocate against pedophilia and stuff like that. But as you can see, we have officially exposed Solomon going on 2 weeks now, and you don't see the moral outcry that they had for polite. And for me, who have never committed such crazy ass acts like that when it pertains to children. But they got all the smoke for Brother sa.neter, who have never done that and never will. You got the main one. Some call her Queen's Throne. I call her Funky Throne. Funky Throne. She's acting like she's an advocate. When she got up there to do her show on Solomon, right? When she got up there to do her show on Stole Your Mind, she started talking about me. And the girl named Nikki. Why is she doing this? She's doing this to take the heat off of Solomon. That's why she's doing it. To take the pressure off of Solomon. This is why Chris Harris and them do that. You see? This is why they do that. Right after they did that joint on Solomon, they started going in on polite hard body. Where is the same outcry? Where is the trying to get him arrested the way you did polite, going down to the trial, taking planes, y'all? Don't forget these suckers was taking plane trips to Miami. Yeah. Yeah. They were taking plane trips to Miami, trying to sit in the goddamn courthouse. Huh? Y'all forgot that? Taz did it. Slob Hoss or Slob Boss, whatever. They was doing that. Even, oh man, it's just crazy right now because here is Funky Throne, who claims to be a woman advocate for women and children, right? Whoever seen this woman or show anything on her channel where she's going to visit? See, this is a real advocate. This when you know you got real children advocates out there. Not this woman who's just trying to get views and clicks and hit off of Brother sa.neter name, bringing fake news. You know what I'm saying? Fake ass news, man. These people are full of shit. Fake news. So you never seen this woman go to a hospital or go to a home or even outside petitioning or walking around with posters trying to help children. Where do you see her in the hospital? Where do you see her talking to children? Where do you see her on the pulpit outside of YouTube? Having conversations, having lectures on the youth, on the babies, on pedophilia, on all of that. Where do y'all see that at? You don't see it. But you can see her on YouTube making countless videos of sa.neter. I challenge you, Funky Throne. I want to see if you can make a video every time you go live. I challenge you to make a video about sa.neter. Keep talking about me. I'm going to see when you're going to stop. Because it's not hurting me. I don't care what you say. Because you're just lying. So I'm going to see if you can go for another year straight talking about sa.neter. I challenge you. Remember, I did that with Suge. He stopped for a while because he got tired. Then he came back. So I challenge you again, you and Suge. I don't care. I don't hear you. It goes out the other ear. I laugh at you. Because I know what you're doing. You're just trying to get views. That's all. You don't care about the babies. You knew about Solomon. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this.
Solomon is the commissioner of a debate league. He started a debate league, right? It's in his third year, going on his fourth year. The fourth season starts up.
Fair use, y'all. Fair use. Fair use. Let me get this right here. Copyright disclaimer under section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Fair use, y'all. This is fair use. Let's go.
September 6th. We all are debaters. Me, A9, Yara's a judge, Yahuka non-debater, Akmalak, Taz. And so we're actually questioning him to get full clarity on the case that he had. Because sa.neter and the Pa and other people, that the unmentionables, has put out there that he's a full-fledged pedophile that has been charged and convicted of messing with a little girl.
Now, now listen to this, right? All these suckers in there, they hurting bad because it came true that sa.neter in Nepal were right about this creep. We were right about this sucker. And they all turned their backs on us, even though they heard Solomon, because he out there stealing these niggas' minds. He stole all their mind. He like took their mind from them where they was not even able to think anymore. And he said right in front of these suckers that I said some sexual things to a 14-year-old girl. Taz, Slob Hog, none of them. Blue, none of them asked the question, what are some of the sexual things that you said? Notice none of them asked them that because they don't care. They acting like they care. They swept it all under the rug. Watch, continue.
So in the perspective of that, he feels is necessary and important to come forth and be 100% transparent on the situation. And I would like for people to encourage everybody to be like that, that's going through something right now. These accusations, I want to start, I'm going to ask.
This is going down, y'all. The same time Polite is going down. Them two niggas should have been together, holding hands, making all sorts of plans. How they gonna do this? How they gonna beat this? But it could have happened like that, but these niggas protected them because they are pedophile protectors. The real pedophile protective ring is right here.
You about them in a second. The accusations are horrible, but people who actually have these charges, especially people like Polite, who has such stature, could be transparent and give the black community this experience.
You heard the nigga? The people that really actually have these charges, like Polite, right there, he just threw it off of Solomon. He just threw it off of him. Like Solomon don't have these charges when we showed the goddamn record. We showed the record. And guess what he did? He ended up showing the record that we put up. And it's the same thing all across the board. Nothing changed. It was just some comments written on the goddamn under it. Under all the stuff that was shown, it was comments. Somebody took some time out to put some commentary on the bottom of it. In the pen. Everybody know that was somebody writing. But they tried to lie and say that we manipulated it. No, we didn't. It was real.
To know how real life is. If he feels he's innocent, then he knows that other people could be in the same situation and that he could use this opportunity to help us all mature. And I also want to say this, and I go to the guests. You cannot just start spreading the title of pedophile to someone who's not a pedophile.
See that? He's talking to us. You can't spread the title calling Solomon a pedophile who's not a pedophile. How do you know, Slob Hog? Slob Hogs. How you know that? Because you are a protector of them.
That's a hell of an accusation.
Yes, it is.
And
yes, it is. But that's what they put on me, and you ain't say that. See, it's a double standard here. They said that about me, but you don't come out and say the same thing.
And you cannot connect everybody else who comments the channel that they own to being a group of pedophiles. That is ridiculous, it's cartoonish, and it takes away from the reality of the real subjects that matter at hand. The ones like Polite. So let's go to Unseen Soldier. He hit the panel first. Peace to you, big dog. Blessings. What's going down?
Hey, what's up? What's going on, man? Hey, what's going on, Solar?
What's up, brother?
Now, is it possible that maybe you made some kind of threats of doing maybe some illicit things to his children? And
Uh-oh.
maybe
did
she.
make those threats.
So now?
I did make those threats.
So you did.
I did make those threats. I did make those threats.
So now?
I did make those threats.
Doing.
Listen to the question, y'all, and watch he say it right with Slob Hog listening and Taz listening. Watch what he say. Some illicit threats. Y'all know what that is. Sexual threats to the children. Watch he answer the question. And Slob Hog didn't say nothing.
Threats of doing maybe some illicit things to threat. Now, is it possible that maybe you made some kind of threats of doing maybe some illicit things to his children?
Uh-oh.
And
I
maybe
did
she.
make those threats.
So now?
I did make those threats.
So you did make illicit threats.
Yeah.
Now, is it
What?
possible that maybe you made some kind of threats of doing maybe some illicit things to his children? And
I
maybe
did
she.
make those threats.
So now?
I did make those threats.
So you did make illicit threats.
Yeah.
Now, I'm laughing because these clowns are jokers. He's in their face, Taz. Queen Throne, she's there. And I'm going to prove it to you. Queen's Throne is there. The quote-unquote child's advocate who cares about the children and the babies. She's there. She didn't come out and make no video. It's 3 years later. She made a little video, but it was about me. Most of it was about me. Me and Nikki Chanel. Some shit that never happened, that she can never prove, right? But she took the time to talk about me and Nikki Chanel. Crazy as hell, bro. And look at Swab Hog. None of them said nothing. You supposed to be like, hold up. What did you say to the little girl, Solomon? That's what they supposed to do. Stop the goddamn video right now. What did you say to that little girl? None of them niggas stood up and said nothing. None of them. Let's continue.
Okay.
Even the one that asked the question, once he said, yeah, I did, he goes, okay, and let it go and let that shit ride. He ain't say, well, what some of the things you said? That was the follow-up question, but you let it go because you don't really want to bury him. You was hoping the nigga said no, but when the nigga said, yes, I did say that, it messed you up. He was like, oh, we got to move on. Let's go.
So then we read, or what we heard was that you had sex offender classes, and you weren't able to see your niece and your nephew. That's how they posted it. What's up with that?
Well, no, in that case,
You weren't able to see your niece and your nephew. That's how they posted it. What's up with that?
well, no, in that case, that was 10 years later with the indecent exposure. That had nothing to do with this particular.
See, it's another case after the one with the 14-year-old. This is keep repeating itself over and over and over. And you're telling me that this nigga is not a goddamn pedo? Pedo? Here's another case. This is the second case. And then the one we all know of today is the third case. But I guarantee you it's about 20 goddamn cases. This nigga been doing that. He just got caught. Y'all? He just got caught. Right? And so the judge is not going to issue. I don't care what nobody say. Ain't no judge going to issue something where you won't be able to be around children unless there's an act against children. Talk to me. Talk black to me. Come on, man. Assam Kai, am I right? Because if you're having these intercourse with grown people, why would the judge say you can't be around children without supervision? Huh? In the words of Sarah Sukunseti, huh? Talk black to me, man. Let's go.
Particular case.
But this right here, these niggas are letting it all go out the other ear because they don't care. Funky Throne don't care. She care about fake news, man.
Here, this particular case here, the charges got dropped, like I said, in the preliminary hearing, and I just had 2 years of probation. That was what the situation was.
Why would you get 2 years probation if the case got dropped? You know why? Because the case didn't get dropped. What it was a negotiation. It says that in the goddamn report. You know, you take a plea. You take a goddamn plea. I'll give you 2 years probation if you take the plea. He took a damn plea and took the 2 years probation. That's why. So it didn't just get dropped. And these niggas let that go over their head again. Here's another one that went over their head. You know, the first case, you get, all right, now we're going to give you probation. Because if it got dropped, why the hell you got 2 years probation? Check. Come on, y'all. Time to wake up. Ask yourself these questions. Where you at, Taz? You supposed to be smart, right? The beta? Look at Swab Hog sitting back. Look how he's leaning in the background. Look at him. Leaning in the background. But y'all letting all this go.
So you had another incident. So you had the indecent exposure. So that's the one everybody said you run around showing your stuff to little kids, right?
Well, yeah, when you actually look at the case, it wasn't no kids involved in that situation.
What was involved with that situation?
The brother that's questioning him right now is Anonymous Hebrew. In case y'all didn't know, the Anonymous Hebrew. He's the one questioning him. But Anonymous went back after all the questioning, y'all. It's like he didn't. Anonymous is questioning him, and he's telling Anonymous, yes, I said some sexual things to a child. But Anonymous went right back over there because they don't care, family.
That situation was me being in a public place. And to be frank, had, my penis out. Somebody was performing a sexual act on me. It was seen by an individual. They would call security. In that situation.
What was involved with that situation?
That situation was me being in a public place. And to be frank, had, my penis out. Somebody was performing a sexual act on me. It was seen by an individual.
Who? How come nobody asked him? Who was the individual? The individual were children, man. That's who it was. They were kids because you are in a library where kids go. And that's why, because if it was a grown-up and if it was an adult, guess what? They would have told you, yo, get up out of here, man. Yo, you got to get up out of here. But no, they held you there until the police came. And this is why. Now, I'm not saying that you had sexual acts with a child. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying it was probably the kids who saw you doing that with your penis out. That's what I'm saying. See? So don't get it twisted and say, oh, sa.neter said you was doing that to a child in the library. No, that's not what I'm saying. It could have been a consensual adult. It could have been a older woman, right? But I'm saying, who did you get caught by? You got caught by kids, and they ran to tell the officer. That's what happened.
They would call security.
See?
Security would come. I think it was almost simultaneously that, the individual was giving me fellatio. She kind of popped up at the same time. My dick is out. Security like, yo, come here. And I don't know if he was saying it to both of us or just me. And I was just like, yeah, it's all me. Like, it's all me. She had more to lose than I did. And so I sat on that. But those were all those were all adults in that situation.
3 years
then
ago.
why they wouldn't let you around kids?
Uh-oh, there you go again.
Well, the stipulation, but those were all those were all adults in that situation.
So then why they wouldn't let you around kids?
I sat on that. But those were all those were all adults in that situation.
So then why they wouldn't let you around kids? So then why they wouldn't let you around kids? So then why they wouldn't let you around kids?
Well, the stipulation was that it was a person had to be there when my niece and nephew there. I don't know exactly why they had that there. You know,
You know why? You know why they had that there. You know why they had that there. Because you would have said something right there when they put that on there. So stop playing. 3 years ago, you don't know that that's on your record. They made sure they told you in the court. Am I right, Asar? Mka? So you don't make a mistake. They let you know right there in court, yo, you got to have supervision around you, around kids. They tell you that. They don't just write on the paper and let you walk out. No, they make sure that you have acknowledgement that you cannot be around kids. Now he's acting like he just found this shit out. Come on, man, stop playing. Taz is right under him. He's right under Stole Your Mind, right there. You see him? He's under him. That's Taz right there. They all listening to this shit. All of them. All of them is listening to it. Fair use, y'all. This is fair use.
but yeah, that was the stipulation that, you know, if I was to visit my nieces and nephews, that it had to be somebody there.
He couldn't even visit his niece and nephews, y'all. Why was that in there? Because it has something to do with the children. Why is this so hard for y'all to understand that? And they knew it. Taz of them knew it. They covered it up. They covered it up.
That was just one of the stipulations for the sex crime, you know.
It's
So,
sex crime.
yeah.
Yes, but this was with an adult or was with a minor?
No, that was with an adult. Yeah, that was with an adult.
And just to interject, when you had the case with the dude and the girl, you were able to be around kids after that, right?
Yeah. It was really
Okay.
You see how Swab comes in to smooth it out? See these niggas, y'all? Do you see it? See how Swab came in to make sure that everybody here that he's able to be around kids. Listen to him. Here goes Swab. Swab A.
You were able to be around kids after. And just to interject, when you had the case with the dude and the girl, you were able to be around kids after that, right?
Yeah.
See? He had to come in to put that on the record to help Stole Your Mind out, to smooth everything out, because he seen where it was going. So he had to come in and interject that. Hold on. This is our commissioner. Let's not drag him too hard. Let's listen.
Yeah, it was really
Okay.
Now,
Go ahead,
fuck that. Something ain't adding up, fam, because I'm told and I'm seeing the way they put this shit up that the assault case from 2005 is what ended up getting you in the situation with not being able to be around kids.
Nah. I think that it was the situation in itself. I'm not sure exactly if they do that to everybody. Or that maybe the 2005 when they looked at the jacket and they have an impact. But you know, that's just was one of the stipulations.
And so where was you at when you was getting your fellatio?
I was in library.
When you was getting your fellatio?
I was jacket and they have an impact. But you know, that's just was one of the stipulations.
And so where was you at when you was getting your fellatio?
I was in library.
Wow. This nigga got to be fucking stupid. You are in a library where children be, and you pull your penis out to get fellatio. Like, nigga, you couldn't go on the roof somewhere. You couldn't go somewhere because y'all two adults. Like, yo, baby, let's go up on the roof and, do this thing right here. But you go around kids, bro. You go around young people. Guess what? He told Lex Vortex. He told Lex Vortex he was in a grocery store, a shopping grocery store, all the way in the back. Now he's saying he's in the library. That's what he told Lex Vortex.
What, just out there on holiday?
Huh?
You was just out there all in the open? Like, what you mean?
Well, they have like these kind of cubicles, and at the end is like a room. I was in one of the rooms, so it's like a cubicle, a lot of cubicles, and at the end, like the room is facing the cubicles, so the window to the room, you can see right into the room.
Damn. Can you imagine people walking by and looking in the glass, and this nigga is standing up there with his penis out, with a woman sucking on his penis in the library, y'all, where kids supposed to be safe, where children are supposed to be safe, free to walk around and look for books that they want, and this nigga is in a goddamn library with his penis out around kids, y'all. What? And none of this sunk into Taz. None of this sunk into Swab Hog. None of them. Blue, right beside him. None of this. None of them niggas said nothing. It was all fair game. Can you imagine if that was Brother sa.neter up there? I would be stopped every time they would ask me a question and say this type of shit. They would grill the hell out of me if this was sa.neter. Y'all know they would be doing that.
And so, okay, so you go through that. So now, so you get this charge or whatever.
Kind of hit a weed.
And so they gave you 2 years of probation on that. And so what they made you register? You was in the sex registry then, right?
You said sex registry?
You was in the sex offender registry then, right?
No, I never was a registered sex offender, never.
Nah, nigga. Like so the way niggas is painting this shit out to be, you the pedo, nigga.
That's how they paint it.
Well, it's an easy way that you can find since my name. Since my name is out there, only thing you gotta do is type it into the sex offender. I think they gotta,
If I'm gonna leave some more meat on the bone for everybody else. So first offense, what'd you say you got into it with your brother-in-law, right?
Now, what you say?
The first offense, the assault offense in 2005, you got into it with your brother-in-law, right?
That is correct.
And so then you go over there, you look boomed out, you scared of it.
Are you breaking up a little bit, brother?
Am I back?
Yeah.
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 So you show up, you go over there, you boomed out, you go kick in the door. So y'all go to court, and she just decided, you know what?
You said she decided what?
Yeah.
Hey, mute out.
My bad.
So she basically, how did this work out?
No, I didn't hear all of your question. You said
so you go to court, she recants the story, she can call lying, like how that work out?
Well, like I said, when they was asking the questions, I guess the judge felt as though that the story didn't really make sense in line of what happened. So I think that the story began to fall apart when as was said in the statement, she turned around and went back in the house if I was chasing her, and he started asking some questions that she really couldn't really answer. You know, it was like, well, were you afraid of him? And at first she said, yeah. And then it was like, well, why did you turn around and begin to walk back towards him, you know, to get back in the house? And so, you know, the story began to fall apart at that point. So.
And so you got these two separate incidents. That's all you got? You got more? What you got more paperwork?
Well, you know, I mean, they showed my whole jacket. So, you know,
I see that assaults.
Yeah, that incident, I have assault with
and I want to make it clear, right? We're here to clear him of pedophilia.
Here we go again. Look at this nigga. Look at this nigga, the protector. He want to make it clear. Let me speak up for my bitch. Let me make this shit clear. Here you go again. Look, watch this. Cause this shit get ready to get spicy. So he got to come in and clear it up.
And I want to make it clear, right? We're here to clear him of pedophilia. We're not here to shame him for all the things that he's already served time for.
We're not here to shame him for already the things he served time for. What are some of the things he served time for, nigga? What are the things? Because he didn't serve time for none of it. You see, you hear this nigga? This nigga creep.
That were non-sexual acts.
And he made sure, he said that these are non-sexual acts. Look at this nigga.
Hey, man.
This is about the children and finding out if Solar was a pedophile and had sexual dealings with a child. So if he got caught crossing the street, we're not questioning about jaywalking. You know what I'm saying? Because that's he served his, what's the name for that? So go ahead.
Yeah, well, you know, to answer his question, you know, pistol whip somebody, I pistol whip, you know, beat people up and shot at people.
All right. I'm gonna leave some for everybody else. I'll be back.
Shout out to A9. Anybody else has a line of questioning? Taz, you ready, big girl?
Right. So I mean, for real, I just got one question and we'll go from there. For real, like.
All right, here go the nigga Taz, y'all. Listen to this bitch made nigga Taz, who knew this shit, who knew all about it 3 years ago, but defended him. Listen to him. Now it's his turn to question.
You know all this shit is in your motherfucking background and you ain't say shit. Now when niggas like me come and I'm fucking with you, my motherfucking reputation on the line. You know what I'm saying? So why didn't you tell nobody none of this shit? Why ain't this shit out in the open so niggas will know?
I was ashamed of that, you know. It was embarrassing.
See, Taz is there when he said that he said some sexual things to the child. He hear all of this, some sexual explicit things. He's over there. Why you ain't asking him these questions? Let's go, Taz.
Yeah, I agree that in terms of when everything began to hit the fan, I did make it my opportunity to relate it to a couple people when I kind of seen the writing on the wall. But you know, in terms of, you know, just being transparent right from the open, like soon as I went on YouTube, yeah, I was ashamed of those charges. You know, like I said, those charges had an impact on my life, and those were serious charges. And I was trying to move forward from that. You know, even me going to the court, I had to literally relive that. You know, relive the whole situation, reading the documents, looking at the charges and the whole nine. So, yeah, you know, that was irresponsible on my part in terms of, like you said, you know, how, you know, everybody is in a league that I'm, you know, the head of or the commissioner of. And I think that is it should have been my responsibility to be transparent, especially when, you know, this back and forth thing was going on. And then I didn't know because it was calls that was made to me by individuals such as sa.neter. He was calling other people that was in my circle saying that he had my jacket.
See, I was calling him. That's the truth. I called this nigga. Soon as I found out, I called him and I let him know. I said, yo, Solomon, I got your shit. I got your record in front of me, nigga. That's what I told him. I got your record right in front of me. So he thought I was fronting. And he was like, yeah, all right, show it. And I did show it. And now this is 3 years ago. I showed the shit. I put it up and went in on it.
So I should have said something then. You know, I only told certain people, certain people that was in the circle, I related to them actually before everything came out. But definitely it was more time that I should have done it when it was being suggested. I think
Fair use, y'all. Fair use.
I think that it was first suggested when I did the first interview over on the Harkin Bay channel. So I should have, looking at it in hindsight, I should have just went forward and brought those things out right then, So you're absolutely correct. That was kind of an irresponsible move for me to remain silent in light of all you guys' reputations and how you guys are viewed. And what y'all promote, because we all did shows talking about pedophilia and things of that nature, and it was it's definitely my responsibility to be more to have been more transparent in light of the allegations that was being suggested about me.
And I'm gonna say this, man. I took a look at it, and so I respect the fact that you was willing to be transparent and let the rest of it come out, have a real discussion about it. I mean, that's really what I wanted to know. I don't care about no pistol whipping and the old solar that was out here whooping shit and all of that, nigga. I just want to know about the kids and what the fuck this reference is that they trying to shoot back to.
Stop lying, nigga. You don't want to know about the kids because he told you he was saying sexual explicit things. And that went over your head. That 14-year-old girl said when he brushed past him, he grabbed her buttocks and it went past you. You don't want to listen to the child. So stop lying. You don't care about the kids. Like right now, watch what you say. Watch this.
Because I know what they trying to do. They try to do it to me. So, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate you coming on. You know what I'm saying? And clearing that shit up. It is.
He appreciates Solomon coming on and clearing it up. After all that he said he did, pulling his penis out in the library, kids walking all around it, going inside of a man's house when the father not there, knowing that the kids are there, and he walks out and try to get back in, but the girl locks the door. Why is the nigga trying to get back in when he know that the father's not there? Come on, man. Taz, the fuck wrong with you? Sounds stupid, nigga. You are a protector. That's what you are.
Look, if nobody else knows what you do,
Breaking up a little bit.
The girl was 14 years old. The girl was 14.
You breaking up a little bit.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you now.
Okay, you stable now. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So no, I was saying that if anybody knows about the embarrassment behind some of that shit is me. What it was, I just said it one day, and so I just had to do it. And then my name was on here. I originally came on with my real name. So I had to stand in my shit from the beginning coming on YouTube, and it felt better when people started looking it up and trying to make it, like they had something on me, not knowing that the original people that was around know I already spoke on that. And so that was really my only question, because that it's imperative that people know that type shit, because somebody gonna try to use it against you, because somebody try to throw you under the bus. They act like white men here, bro. They act like white men, and they act like they don't understand that COINTELPRO type content we talk about.
He's saying that I act like a white man because I came out and I'm acting like a COINTELPRO. All these niggas are predators, all of them, protectors, all of them. Because look at the excuses that they making for this nigga. Now, when he get caught again, now they want to act like they wasn't around him. Yes, he was around. Yes, he would come to 125th to try to be around me. Whenever he would come to New York, he would come around. But this is when we didn't know nothing about that. Because once we found out and I pulled the nigga record, that's when we begin to really have our beef. You see? That's when he began to start throwing the Paul pitches out. That's when we didn't fuck with him again. See?
Where they throw some heavy ass charges, nigga, but then throw all that shit out and finish it off with small. None of them heavy charges even stuck. It just was thrown on your record for it to look bad on the surface. I know that, but I know that feeling of embarrassment when somebody look at you and say, damn, you sold beer to a minor? You had them minors? Nigga, I know how that feel. And I ain't did a motherfucking thing like that. And it's still there like, damn, bro, I got to explain this shit again. Fuck. So I feel you, bro. I feel you. And I got you. And like I say, man, that was my only question. Do your thing, bro. I don't appreciate this motherfucking slander and shit. And I appreciate you coming out, bro. I mean, it's new information. Anything they can present as new and dirt. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said, you know, you got to get out ahead of shit like this. And since you didn't early on, it would hurt you anytime in the middle of it to get into it because you've already built the name. People know who you are. And so now once people start talking about it, it's automatically, damn, for real. It's going to be a negative context to it. And it still will be people trying. But you've got to clear your name. And I'm glad you came and did it because now I can ride right there in the front seat with you, nigga. I'm there.
Do y'all hear that nigga?
Solomon.
Did y'all hear this nigga? He cleared him of all the shit that he did and ended it by saying, now I could ride in the front seat with you, nigga. I could ride in the front seat with you. Did y'all hear this nigga? He cleared Solomon. He knew it. That's what I'm trying to tell you. That's why I had to play this to show you all of these niggas knew. All of them knew. Listen to the end part again. Listen to this bitch nigga.
Talking about it, it's automatically, damn, for real. It's going to be a negative context to it. And it still will be people trying. But you've got to clear your name. And I'm glad you came and did it.
Look, I'm glad you came and cleared your name. I'm glad you came and did it. Fuck everything that you told us about the girl, about the 14-year-old girl saying you did this to her, about the library saying you pulled your penis out. Forget all of that. I'm glad you cleared your name, nigga. Huh? I'm glad you cleared your name. Forget that shit about you saying some sexual explicit shit to a 14-year-old girl, Taz. I'm glad you cleared your name. Taz is a fucking idiot and a protector. All these niggas are protectors. Swab Hog, all them niggas that was down with that league shit. All of them. Because you don't really see them going in. Like they did the polite. Watch what he say. Closing.
Because now I can ride right there in the front seat with you, nigga. I'm there.
Damn. Grand opening, grand closing. Now, you see how this is, right? Let me show y'all something. Let me go to Exhibit A to show you who else knew about all of this. Yeah. Yep. The one that y'all say, right? I'm going to show y'all. Is this it? Yeah, this is it. I took a screenshot of this because Funky Throne said she didn't know about this, y'all, 3 years ago. Who is that down there on the bottom? Right here. Look at my mouse. Y'all can't see it. Y'all see my mouse moving? The last one right here. That's Funky Throne. She says, watching now. Watching now, 100. Let me blow it up so it could be clearer for y'all. Let me take this out, right? And let me blow it up for y'all so that it can be clearer for y'all to see. That's Funky Throne right there. Told you, lying goddamn funky ass, fake ass advocate, lying like a mug, man. Talking about she didn't know about this, and here you go. Let me blow it up for y'all. There she go. Watching now. As you can see, it's the same video, the argument league, right there, right? And let's go down. There she go. There she go. Right. Let me move this out the way so y'all can see my mouse. There she go. Right here, y'all. Y'all see my mouse moving. Queen Throne, watching now, 100. And who responds to her? Slob Hog. He said, appreciate the opportunity to present this to your audience. He's willing to get this out, and hopefully you can question him as well. So she's happy. These niggas are happy. She's trying to help Solomon. So we want to get this video out to your audience, Queen Throne. That's what he's saying. Queen Throne is in here saying, watching now. So she watched this shit. She knew about it. But she goes live talking about sa.neter and some fake shit about sa.neter and Nikki. Fake. No paperwork. Fake shit. We giving this. Oh, I was getting ready to say something else. We giving her paperwork. We showing her videos of this nigga beating up in the subway to a 17-year-old girl. But she goes live talking about sa.neter and Nikki Chanel. Talk a little bit about Solomon. But she bring me in it to clean it up a little bit. Take the heat off of Solomon. So let me bring in some now fake news. Damn. Damn. This shit is crazy, man. I mean, I don't know what else to say. Like, y'all need to know that they don't care about the babies. That's all I'm saying. Number one, you would see Queen Throne, right, visiting shelters for the kids. If you are a real advocate, this is what real advocates do. They go and visit the kids. They go to the hospitals. They go and have live forums, lectures, speaking on what's going on, talking about your history to them. What happened to you? See? That's what they would be doing. But you don't see her doing none of that. She's on fucking YouTube, getting views off of sa.neter's name. That's what she's doing. Check. Because all of this is just a game to her. All of this has become a joke to them. It's a joke. It's to get people to hate sa.neter campaign. That's all it is. Thank you, H. It's a distraction. That's what it is. A distraction. Now, before I leave here, I want to let everybody know what's going down today. We got Brother Gideon. We'll be getting in the ring at 7 o'clock, going up against one of the HOK's top ministers, one of the top ministers, Reverend Charles. He's going up against Reverend Charles, who took on Christina Nick, who got some stuff on his belt, some W's on his belt. He took on Christina Nick. He took on Elder Yara. He took on Captain Tazariak. All right? And he's taking on Brother Gideon. I hope Gideon know what he's getting into. I hope Brother Gideon done his homework. The title is, Do Gentiles in Christ Have to Keep the Laws of Moses? Do the Gentiles and Christ have to keep the laws of Moses? Is this a polyistic doctrine? Okay, so that's going to be the topic. And on this one here, I'm waiting on a date from Captain Tazariak. I'm supposed to be getting a date soon. He got to confirm it, and the title will be a little shaped up. We're going to shape up the title, but the title is going to be revolving around who is the real father of Jesus Christ, Joseph or the Holy Spirit. We already know General Yohana, the leader of ISUPK, will be taking the perspective of Joseph is the real father. He's the one that put his weenie in Mary. All right? Pastor Manning is saying no. This was a holy spiritual birth through the Most High. This was a holy spiritual verse through the Most High. That's where Manny is coming from, Pastor Manning. So we moving on up to the heavyweight dogs now. And this should be a good one. So, but remember, tonight, 7 o'clock sharp, is going down. This one is going down. All right. So are there any questions, anybody? Anybody got any questions before I leave here? Does anybody have any questions before I leave here? Any questions, anybody? I'll drop the link. There's the link in the chat. If anybody got any questions, come in. I'll be out, in and out. I'll give you some time to come in. Yeah, they don't want no truth, esoteric daydreams. They don't want no truth. Right, he ain't clear nothing. He ain't clear nothing. Y'all hear these creeps? Right, no questions. Okay. All right, hey, who is this? I need to know who is this. Turn on your camera in the back right quick, because I don't want you to be a freak of nature and show me your private parts. Who is this? Who is this? Who is this? Turn on your camera. I don't know who you are. I don't know who you are.
Bitch, you do have my name, didn't you, bitch?
All right,
let's
listen, man. See, you don't want to have the conversation because you coming in. You know how I'm gonna get if you get like that. So let's talk like men. But you scared to talk to me. You want to do this so I can kick you off. You don't want to talk to me. You scared. So now let's talk like men. All right, your mic is open. Go ahead.
Acknowledge what you just said.
Yeah, ask me the question.
You already disrespected me, fam.
Ask me the question.
You already disrespected me.
Nigga, is you gonna ask me the question, pussy, or you gonna just keep talking gangster? Let's talk like
me the question. Why are you here misrepresenting?
All right, let me ask you the question.
You misrepresenting me.
Shut up, punk, because you ain't scared nobody. Shut your bitch ass up and let's talk.
Bitch, if you want.
Shut up. Shut your mouth, man. So now this is the Taz right here, y'all, who calls himself the GOAT. Taz, 3 years ago, are you saying, let me just play it. You heard Stole Your Mind. You heard Solomon said that he said some explicit things to a minor, to a 14-year-old girl, and he pulled his weenie out in a goddamn library, and you ended it off by saying, yeah, brother, I'm glad you cleared it up, and now I can ride with you. 3 years ago, did you or did you not say that? What you mean when you said that? That's the question.
Right. So this is what I meant when I said that. So when you presented it, sa.neter, what you presented was that it was a young girl in the library he pulled his dick out on. What he had was sex with a grown woman in the library. What you lied about was a pedophilia allegation. You lied and said he had sex with a little girl. You turned him into something that he wasn't at that time. At that time, if you'd had a video like you had now, there wouldn't have been a question. But because there was questions about how you represented the paperwork, how the paperwork came out and it had shit written on it, how you covered for polite, how all of these other things were at play.
Right. Here go the smoke screen. Now he's trying to, what? Take it off of Solar and talk about polite. We're talking about Solar. Hold up. Here's the thing, bro. I never said he had sex with a minor in the library. I even said it on here. I said it clearly. I said, let me make this clear to everybody. I'm not saying he had sex with a minor. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all heard me say that. I said it was minors that was walking around that could have seen a nigga with his pecker out. and ran back and told. That's what I said. I said that. I didn't say he had sex with a minor, brother, in the library. So there, you're wrong. You're wrong again. But don't throw it off on that. Stay with me here.
Hey, fam, you gonna keep muting me?
Did you? Shut up. Shut the fuck up, nigga, because you're lying already. Did you hear?
Nah, bitch, ain't no shut up. Like, you gonna kick me off, bruh.
I'm not gonna
That's
kick
your
you
issue.
off.
You can't
Did
handle the
you
smoke,
hear?
bruh.
Did
You're
you
not
hear?
gonna talk to me
I'm
crazy,
not gonna,
bitch.
all right. I'm
Don't
gonna
fuck
hold
with your
that.
soft ass like
Hold
that.
on, listen,
So if
man.
you want to make it
Did you hear when he said that he said some sexual things?
respect me if you want respect.
All
That's
right,
how
I'm
it's gonna
gonna do that. I'm gonna respect you. I'm gonna respect you. Did you hear him say that he said some sexual explicit things to a minor? Yes or no?
No, I didn't.
Oh my God.
No,
You
I
want me to
didn't.
play it? Do you want me to
No,
play
I
it?
didn't. No, I don't want you to play it. What I want you to understand is I fucked up. I
Okay.
fucked up.
Okay.
I believed him. I believed he wouldn't do no shit like that. That's
Okay.
what I want you to understand. I don't think you get it, nigga. Ain't nobody defending Solar. I ain't standing by Solar. I said I was gonna ride with him because I believed him. The motherfucker's a liar. He's a fucking weirdo. And there's no reason for you now to pretend like I knew any of the shit. I know now, nigga. I wasn't sure then. I fucked up.
Okay. Now, can you see the same thing when it comes to me? Because I could say the same thing. And that's what I am saying. Polite definitely manipulated me. I messed up as well, you know, and I took his word for it when the nigga would call me and say, Saw, I'm telling you, watch when I go to trial. You're going to see this. See, this is what y'all don't know in the background. You're going to see that I got them, and you're going to see that none of this took place. This is what he's telling me. And that's why I was coming back saying, yo, man, we don't know until we got to see the verdict. So I messed up as well. I believed in this nigga as well.
Hey,
I did the same thing, but y'all didn't.
sa.neter.
Hold on, but y'all didn't give a fuck about me messing up. Y'all didn't care about me getting manipulated by this nigga. All y'all cared about was sa.neter knew, sa.neter did this, sa.neter protected him. That's what y'all came at with me.
No, I approached you
I'm doing the
personally.
same thing back now.
sa.neter.
Yes.
I approached you personally. You
Uh-huh.
told me personally you don't care what Polite do with his dick. That's what you told me.
Not when it comes to, no, I said when it comes to the women that he was messing with, not when it came to children. Of course, I
You
would
told
care.
me, period.
No, when
You
it
said,
comes to
why do I
children,
care what he does with his dick? And I told
no,
you,
when it comes to
because
children,
it was
I
with a little
said that.
girl. Yes.
No, don't lie,
Yes,
don't
I
lie.
snapped on you, fam.
Don't lie. I was talking about, I'm telling you now, I was talking about the women that he was with. That's what I meant by that. And I do remember saying that. But I was definitely saying
Right.
the
So don't,
women.
okay. I appreciate you saying that. Don't make me out to be a liar, bro. I'm
Yeah.
not lying on you.
Yeah,
That's what you said.
no, I did say that, but I was talking about the women, not children. I would never say I don't care what you do to children. I be, I
Right,
do.
and you didn't go that far as to say that. When I asked you though,
Because he was
you
heated. Man,
argued with me.
y'all was hitting me with bombarded questions, so I had to
Yeah,
hit.
but you could have
that
dealt
one
with
and
me
hit
though,
that one
bro.
and hit. You know,
We
y'all
wouldn't be
was
here now though. You could have just dealt with me. You didn't know me, but I approached you and I asked you about it because I didn't know you, and I was looking at it like, well, damn, he came from your platform. So when I approached you about it, yes, bro, you start talking crazy to me, and you didn't like how I approached you. So
You know what,
I get it.
Taz, because everybody was coming at me crazy, brother. That's why I was snapping. I was just going crazy. And you know, yes, I probably did misspeak a little bit, but I had to try to defend myself the best way I could because y'all wasn't coming at me with questions the way y'all did Solomon. Y'all was hitting me with shit like I was guilty. That's the way y'all came at me. Like, yeah, and now I can sit back now and say, yeah, Polite definitely manipulated me. He fucking lied to me. And that's when I started saying, lock this nigga up next to Dr. York. But nobody repeated none of those comments that I made.
I ain't never heard you say that.
What?
To be honest. sa.neter, I don't watch you, bro. So
okay,
the only time I'm even paying attention.
Watch this.
No.
How many of y'all in the chat heard me say damn near every stream? I said, if Polite is found guilty, and if he did that, his ass need to be locked up next to Dr. York. I said that damn near every other damn stream. I said that.
I don't watch you though, sa.neter.
Okay.
So the only time I'm paying attention is when this type of shit going on and you just throwing my name around like there's an issue. Okay, so I'd like to leave whatever issue you think there is behind. My nigga, I don't want to do this back and forth. You sit up here talking about my wife, you talking shit about me.
No,
My
I
nigga,
never talked
stop.
about your wife, brother. Don't do that. What
You
did I say?
have, bro. You have.
What did I say?
Fam, dude, I don't want to rehash the shit. It's the
Oh, you
original
saying that-
conversation.
All right, but you saying that this was some old stuff that I said back in the day. You saying?
But
I didn't
that's
say
what
nothing
you bringing up. You bringing up the 3 years ago conversation that we had.
Yeah, but I didn't say nothing about Nyla, brother. I don't know what
you
you're
attacked
talking
my
about.
wife, and it's been up since then.
Bro,
I don't
I
want to do
never
shit though,
talked
bro.
about Nyla, bro. What are you saying?
I'm saying it crosses over into that every time, my nigga.
Okay.
Like I don't want to do the back and forth.
All right, and I'm
not going.
I'm with you on that, and I agree with you. So, I mean, if we can, now, you heard the video where me and Chris came up here and did the same shit. Chris said, "Yo, man, keep my name out your mouth. I keep my name out your mouth," and we both said, "All right, bet we gonna do that." The next goddamn day, Chris came live and started going crazy on me again.
Bro, I ain't in you with nobody else shit. I'm telling you, man to man, bro. I'm
I'm
not
with
finna
you.
make no videos about you after this. Just keep me out of. I don't want nothing to do with this shit, bro.
All right, you got my word as of now
I
today.
believe the nigga. I trusted him. I took his word for it. I never thought he would do no shit like this. He did it, nigga. Fuck that nigga. Fuck
All right,
that
and that's
nigga,
the
bro.
same way I feel about Polite, bro.
I'm
Same
here to
goddamn
squash
way.
shit with you, bro. I'm here to squash shit with you. Fuck
Okay.
that nigga. So if we can squash it, let's squash it. I'm done with it. I just don't want to do it, bro. It's not worth it. It's pointless.
All right, and with that, I respect that, and I respect you for even saying that. And you won't hear nothing else coming from my mouth with your name in it. I'm good on that from now on.
I appreciate that, bro. Because it's not like I said. I got my issues with some of the shit, but some of it is just something about content. It's ideological.
Right.
You don't have to cross over into this shit. And I just don't want to do it, bro. We black men, let's get more positive on our content. I don't even disagree with you on this shit. I just don't want to be part of it the way you're putting me a part of it.
Right, I got you.
Debate league. I get all of that. And you can mention as much as you need to about the debate leagues, but nigga, I ain't covering shit. I ain't supporting shit. I didn't support it then.
You didn't hear my other video when I talked about how I gave you mad respect for that video you made. You made a video.
Bro, and but sa.neter, I followed that up yesterday with a video saying I'm not gonna speak on the shit no more. I'm done with it. I'm gonna go on about some positive content. And I pop in today, and it's this bitch ass nigga Taz, and I'm like, bro, no, I don't want to do this, bro. like this shit over, bro.
All right. You got my word, bro, and I'm a man of my word, and you'll see. I'm not gonna say nothing about you or put your name in none of this shit, none of it. And I'm really done with this Solomon shit too. I ain't gonna keep going crazy. But yeah, that's all. I'm gonna just fall back off of it too as well. Because I think I put out enough information now.
Bro.
All right, man. Peace to you, man. And your wife, brother. All right. All right. So y'all hear that? That's some stand-up shit. That's some stand-up shit. I only bring energy towards people when they bring it to me. And I respect the brother Taz for saying that. For at least coming on saying that, not behind the scene, but in front of everybody like a man. That's what real men do. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gotta fuck with each other. We ain't gotta love each other. We ain't gotta work with each other. But see, I see in Taz shit I don't see in Chris Harris. Chris Harris is like a little white girl. He will give you his word and fall back on his word. That's why I call him a little white girl. I really call him a white bitch. Chris Harris is a white bitch to me. Peace, Saul. What's up, brother?
Well, that was a stand-up moment because, like we saw, everybody was going ham. Oh, polite, like you was the ultimate,
Right.
Center.
So of course I'm like this. I'm on every angle trying to defend myself on everything. And yeah, I probably said some things that was misquoted. And I do remember when I said that to the brother, when I said, I don't go F where he put his penis at. But I was talking about the women because he had, all these women that would come around him. I wasn't talking about little kids. I was talking about
it was
women.
to deal with his wife.
Right.
Remember his wife and then the European chick he ended up messing with that had them in a tizzy in the first place. But I'm saying when we was over at the debate league, everybody knew when this popped off. So we can't. No one can say like none of us good day. So anybody say, "Oh, I had no idea." Everybody goddamn knew.
Yeah, from Queen's Throne to you name it.
Yeah.
But anyway, hey, I got to roll, man. Thank you for coming through. I got to get out of here real quick and head back for the debate coming up. Got the debate coming up.
Hit the like button, y'all. Hit the like button.
Yeah, hit that like button on the way out, y'all. Please hit that like button. Be here at 7 o'clock. We out, man. Peace.